Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Spiritual Astrology. So it's been a while since I've made like a substantial video. I'm thinking of making a new channel, so that I've been preparing that a lot. Just basically thinking a lot like what I could do, the details about where, I could film it, like the different videos. I honestly feel like I've talked about the majority of what I am interested in when it comes to astrology. So I've made a lot of videos that are like really focused on like the main things that I have studied over the last 20 years. But really what I want to do is make videos that are, I don't know, just basically better content, because I made decent quality videos before and I made some not so decent quality, all depending on my mood. But I'm a Capricorn. I need to be a little bit more critical and, put into motion. Now that my Saturn return is well past, thank goodness, I feel like I understand where my life is headed, but it's like, Saturn is a very intense planet. It doesn't really like to. It's not about enjoyment necessarily. It's about your overall life and quality of life, which I've always valued, and I've been really outspoken about that. So I think people should be more appreciative of Saturn, I guess. Um, but yeah, this video is about the current transits that are happening in 2021. So we are about to witness the North Node changing from Gemini to Taurus. I had since the North Node was in Gemini, with the Gemini president that we just had, I've had a pretty crappy time. And I have the moon in Gemini, and it rules over my 4th and 5th houses. So, Gemini is a very kind of important placement, like, for me, and I've known people that are Geminis, but with North Node there, I've started to realize why Geminis are kind of not like the favorite of the group usually. And it makes a lot of sense to me, because Geminis are here to kind of show us the duality of life. And I feel like I've learned a lot about the duality. Like, it's kind of boring. Gemini energy is sort of boring because it's very mental. It's too mental. So lately, the planet's been moving from the South Node in Sagittarius to the North Node in Gemini, and we're about to change and go from South Node in Scorpio to North Node in Taurus. So anything Scorpio, I think what this symbolizes or pinpoints is the fact that we've been very Scorpio-like the last little while, and we've kind of gotten to the pinnacle point of Scorpio energy. So we're in the next like 3 years, we're going to see that Scorpio is very non-Taurus, and Scorpio is all about emotion and kind of emotional expression, just like the rest of the water signs. And then you have Taurus, that's very much about just balance. They say Buddha was a Taurus, so the next 3 years strive to be a bit more Buddha-like. Don't rely on the physical world or anything too much. Don't go to extremes like Scorpio does. So find a pleasant balance. But the one thing I like that this North Node has is that it's traditionally ruled by Venus. Now, what's interesting is that Gemini is actually ruled by Venus in esoteric astrology. So spiritually, the last 3 years we've been moving towards Venus, but now we're going to see this materialize with North Node and Taurus. Not only that, we've had some interesting retrogrades recently, and I've seen a lot of people are kind of going through the motions, like going through it because of all the backwards planets. Now, actually, I feel like I adapted pretty decently with Mercury retrograde because I was born with Mercury retrograde. And now we have Venus about to go into retrograde with in Capricorn, which is going to go over my planets. I genuinely have a strong feeling that Capricorns are going to be affected, and that's me included. And I feel like it's due time for us to kind of finally deal with, our romantic and social kind of issues that we've had. And this will affect everyone, but mostly the cardinal signs, so Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. With Venus retrograde there's going to be like a review of our relationships and stuff, which mine, I'm like, I think it's my Aquarius rising, but I just don't have any strong relationships. And, I've kind of been telling people I don't want to spend time with you. I'm just going to spend more time alone, which I've always done. And deep down, I don't want that. But it's like, I think I just fear the drama. And there's definitely been a lot of that with South Node and Sagittarius. South Node and Sagittarius is kind of like, Sagittarius energy is quite naive. So with the last 3 years with us dealing with that, we've kind of been forced to not be naive. We're kind of like, yes, there are consequences in life. And Gemini's kind of like, yeah, like there's cause and effect. If you do something, something else will happen. And we're very, we're at the tail end of this. So I think it's a good thing. It's a good, positive result, despite the fact that we might not see this until the end of North Node and Taurus, when the North Node's going to be in Aries. Now that's going to be in like 3 years or whatever, 2.5, whatever, and that's going to be really weird because it's moving away from Libra. So it's like we're going to go towards Venus, and then we're going to get pulled away from Venus. But I feel like the next 3 years are going to be very Venus oriented and Earth. So I feel like we're going to finally be forced to be like, oh, we have to do something about the Earth. Either that or we're going to be lazy. And Tauruses have a reputation of laziness, but I think that's just an appearance because they're so chill. And I feel like they're chill because they just want to keep the peace. So while it might be easy for us to be riled up with South Node and Scorpio, we're going to be influenced and pulled morally towards a more Taurus way. And what else is happening? Venus retrograde in Capricorn. Jupiter is still in Aquarius, and that's moving towards Pisces, and it already was in Pisces. So that was when it was in Pisces, I feel like there was a huge energy shift, and that's going to happen again. So when Venus in Pisces happens in the next year or so, we're going to move from getting all this information and high energy in Aquarius right now that we're getting. And it's really good, but it's hard to maintain. So we're going to be able to relax and feel like spiritually evolved when Jupiter's in Pisces. But Jupiter actually right now is in Aquarius, and in esoteric astrology, it rules Aquarius. So spiritually, we've been getting a lot of downloads recently. So like high energy kind of downloads. And then in the next 3 or 4 years, we're going to go back down to Earth. So the people that just feel like really weird right now because they're out of their comfort zone, just know that it's about learning patience. And once we learn that patience, it's like, oh, there's a reward. And I feel like we're going to be rewarded for just a lot of, if you're patient, there'll be a good positive outcome for most people. All right, well, thank you for watching me ramble about, I thought I'd update you guys on at least something. And check out my, it's Sagittarius season right now, so check out my Sagittarius playlist or any of my other playlists on my Spotify account or my YouTube account. And it's all music. just like singers. So Sagittarius include, Billie Eilish is on there, and Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera, Charlie Puth, Evanescence. Loads of just good, really good music. I might be biased because I have Mars and Sagittarius, but they make good music. Like billions of views on YouTube. But anyway, Capricorn season's coming up after that, and it's just better. But I might be biased.